Hello, I am Jenna Barker, and I am the 6th grade math teacher. Nice to meet you all. I hope you're having a great evening. Welcome to Back to School Night. In this presentation, we will discuss a little bit about myself. We'll talk a little bit about the course. We'll talk about how grading works. We'll talk about the course expectations, and we'll also talk about the classroom environment. And lastly, we'll end with how to contact me and to how to find the necessary support that Costa offers its math students. About me. So I was born in California, but due to my father's job, I moved around to California, Thailand, and Texas. In the Bay Area, when I was in middle school, from 7th grade to 8th grade, I played the Contra bass for the Contra Costa Youth Orchestra. There we went to Disneyland to play and also the Jelly Bean Factory. And then my father moved to Thailand and I graduated. At the International School of Bangkok in Bangkok, Thailand. And it was a very interesting time for me because that is when I was in Thailand, we have the 2006 tsunami that happened from the earthquake in Indonesia. And then we also were there during when the Thai people of Bangkok striked against the prime minister, and also there was a military coup. So it was a very interesting school days in Thailand. After I graduated in 2007, I went to study Japanese and got my bachelor art degree in Victoria, Canada in 2011. I also studied abroad, so I can converse in Japanese pretty well. My hobbies are traveling, drinking coffee, and petting my feline friend. This is my cat Alfonso, and he has been my buddy. About me as an educator. So after I graduated from University of Victoria, I spent 4 to 5 years teaching English as a foreign language in Japan. So I taught elementary and middle school students English, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I also then took a work holiday and taught English in Sydney, Australia. I taught Japanese nurses and exchange students English. And then because I enjoyed teaching English and just teaching in general, I decided to go back to the Bay Area and get my teacher credential at St. Mary's. And while I was trying to get my credential and applying for the credential, I worked as a substitute teacher where I taught many grade levels. I also was a teacher's aide in the 4th and 5th grade classroom. And last year I was a substitute teacher for long term, and I taught math, science, and English. Since last summer, I'm currently seeking my master's in teaching. And this year, 2020 to 2021, is my first year teaching at Costa. And I'm very excited, just like your 6th graders are as well. So what is Math 6 all about? So Math 6 is a rigorous grade level course designed for students with strong mathematical foundation to meet the standards. So meet the Common Core standards. And the areas of focus that we'll focus on is ratios, unit rates, dividing fractions, using expressions and algebraic equations, rational numbers. We'll continue doing area and surface area and work with data sets and learn about mean, mode, range, and medians. The grading follows the grading standards by Boston Handbook, but 80% of the grade is end of unit assessments. And they will not be started until the power focus areas are either green or yellow. Power focus areas, they'll 10% of your grade, and they are concepts and content knowledge that students need to master. And they're usually done at home. And what happens is that students can study for them on Summit. And when they're ready for the content assessment, they will request for a content assessment to their advisory or math teacher and make sure to include their notes that they studied with, and they will take those tests. If they score 8 out of 10, they get a green. And then besides power focus areas, in the midway through each unit, the students will be assigned portfolio problems Portfolio problems are application-based problems. So they're more focused on real-life events and applying what they learn in class to other problems. And all of these are located in Summit platform. So checkpoints and homework, I will assign checkpoints/homework Mondays and Thursdays. So we have Math 6 on Mondays and Math 6 on Thursdays. And so they will get, I will assign homework for both those days. Monday homework is due Wednesday at 4 p.m. Thursday homework is due Friday at 4 p.m. And focus areas and portfolio problems, they'll give a little bit, about 2 weeks or a special due date. And those are done during the independent study time that they have in their planners, in their schedules. Weekend at Glance, that is on the 6th grade home base, and that includes all their assignments and their due dates of Math 6 and their other related core subjects like science, English, and social studies. Checkpoints, if you are wondering whether or not your child has completed the necessary homework on time. Checkpoints that are red or orange need to be fixed or they're overdue. Checkpoints that are green are completed and ready to go. So they have been looked at it from me and they get the thumbs up, pretty much what green means. So we'll be using a lot of platforms during remote learning for math. All their assignments will be located in Summit Learning the Summit Learning. The Summit Learning has the checkpoints, which will link to their assessments. Assessments is not misspelled. Assessments are assistant worksheets, and they're the digital math worksheet that children can use. It's graded all by them. It also checks for correct and incorrect answers, and it'll be linked through Summit Learning. If your child, lesson notes, materials, recorded class videos will be on the Google Classroom. All classes will be on Zoom. During class, we will use Desmos and Peer Deck for math problems, for students to work on math problems in class and use these problems for their classroom small groups discussions, their math talks. And because math, not all of it can be done in your head, it's always best to have a notebook and paper to do the problems on to show your work, and also to take notes during your focus areas. So in my class, the most important thing is that I know that math can be hard for some and easy for others, and that there's different learning styles. But everyone can learn math and everyone can be a mathematician, and that mistakes allow thinking to happen. Also in my class, I want to make sure it's a safe space where students will question each other, interpret, laugh when things get hard and when things become fun, empathize with others, critically think, analyze, collaborate with others, and just learn, because that's what we're here to do. If your child needs more review or is absent from class, they're always welcome to go back to the class notes and to recorded Zoom videos. So they can go, and all of this lesson material, recorded Zoom class video, and class notes will be in the Math 6 Google Classroom. Also, CocoSpa also has tutoring on Wednesdays, and they're welcome to drop in. It's going to be a Zoom link, so the meeting's right here. This is the passcode. And for Math 6, if you come around 9 o'clock to 9:30, Miss Vanessa will be there to help you out. If you need to communicate with me or have any questions or concerns, you're always welcome to email me at jenna.barker@cocospa.org. If you prefer a phone call, you may call the school at 925-235-1130, and you'll have like different names, different staff members' name that you would like to reach. Just select Miss Barker, Miss Jenna Barker, and leave me a voice message. I will, after listening to your voice message, I'll call you right back. I'll call you when I can. Also, my office hours are Tuesdays, Fridays, 3:30 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. And your child is always welcome to come and ask for any questions or just come in to say hello. All right. I hope we have a wonderful year this year, despite shelter in place, and let's learn some math.